The Sphinx is a statue of the Sphinx, one of the most famous historical monuments in the Arab Republic of Egypt and specifically the Egyptian city of Giza. Due to its unique appearance and its distinguished location near the pyramids of Giza, which is one of the most important symbols of ancient Egyptian civilization along with this historical statue. And many scholars of history and archaeology indicate that this great statue belongs to the ancient Egyptian civilization and specifically to the period of the rule of the 4th dynasty that ruled Egypt at that time, and some of them dated the ownership of this statue to King Khafra, one of the Egyptian kings. King Khafra lived in the period from 2575 BC to 2465 BC. Which indicates that this Egyptian statue is one of the oldest statues that have been carved. And it is believed that the construction of this statue came from the older brother Jadfari to commemorate his father Khufu, who was built. It has the largest Egyptian pyramids and it is the Great Pyramid of Khufu, and the Great Sphinx has gained special importance throughout the ancient Egyptian ages that followed its sculpture. And this was evident in the era of the 18th Egyptian family, in addition to the period of the 15th century BC and the beginnings of the 14th century BC, where a witness was placed between the feet of the statue for some special Egyptian religious rituals. There are also some different historical opinions regarding the construction of the Sphinx, and the one who resembles this statue in its construction. There are some hypotheses that claim this statue resembles King Khufu, and there are those who say that it resembles King Khafra. And there are those who claim that the statue was originally built by King Khufu himself, too, and the Sphinx has a name similar to one of the ancient Greek statues, which is the statue of Oedipus, where both statues are a symbol of ancient monsters that bear specific characteristics and connotations for each of them built. While the location of the Sphinx is on the plateau of the Egyptian city of Giza. How to build the Great Sphinx. The way the Great Sphinx was formed indicates the greatness of the architecture of the ancient Egyptians, as this statue was completely carved out of a huge limestone rock that was present in the region. And the magnitude of this statue caused a period of 3 years until the completion of his sculpture, as the Sphinx has a length of 73 meters. And its height reaches 20 meters. So it was required that this statue be carved by 100 workers throughout the formation period, while the method of carving was using ancient stone hammers and chisels made of copper. And before starting with the sculpture, the statue was drawn from K.H. collection of ancient dies, where these drawings represented the primitive engineering structure of the sculpture. The goal of building the Great Sphinx. The Great Sphinx was built against the sunrise, where it was completely carved out of limestone for a mysterious creature that has the characteristics of a lion and man, with the statue of a lion sitting in front of the sun disk and carving its head in the form of a royal human being. The lion is a symbol of strength and solidity, but the human head symbolizes wisdom. The ancient Egyptians have targeted from this statue intended to serve as a guard for ancient Egyptian tombs, pyramids and temples to keep safe from thieves. Reasons for deforming the Sphinx. Geological and climatic factors greatly affect historical monuments, and this effect is greater as the historical age of the landmark extends, as geological and climatic factors increase with time. Especially since the age of the construction of the Sphinx is estimated at 4,500 years. The erosion factors contributed to the Sphinx's exposure to a degree of erosion in some aspects of the statue's body from the lower region in particular. And the deformation of this great Egyptian statue was not limited to subject to some weather, climatic and natural conditions, but was affected by human intervention that led to the distortion. It is in the head area of this statue, and specifically in the nose area, where the nose of the statue has been cut off to become deformed. There are several accounts indicating the reasons for cutting the nose from this statue, including that Napoleon's army took the Sphinx as a target for training and fired one of the cannons towards the nose. And there are historical accounts indicating the responsibility of a man named Muhammad Saim, who is a 14th century Muslim, for that. By deforming the nose area, as the statue is an idol, it should not remain with clear features in order not to be worshipped. And the competent authorities are making strenuous efforts to preserve the historical heritage of ancient Egyptian civilization, including this historical statue, which indicates the greatness of Egyptian architecture.